Hi everyone, so today I am doing a different kind of video. Normally I do unboxings and like haul videos, but today I'm doing like an in-depth video about how I collect photo cards. For my BTS giveaway, I asked what kind of videos you guys want to see, and actually only one person said this, but I thought it was a really good idea, and it's kind of something that I'd like to see more videos of, and it's about how to collect K-pop photo cards, or how people collect photo cards like themselves, how they prefer to do it, just so we can like share like tips on how to do things with each other and stuff like that. So today I'm showing you how I collect K-pop photo cards, my like rules for collecting photo cards, what I prefer to do, like who I collect, all kinds of things like that. So I don't really know where to get started. I kind of want to do this without showing you my photo card collection, because I want to save like all of that for like an end of the month kind of thing, like start doing monthly updates on my photo card collection. So I kind of don't want to show my photo card binder at all. So I kind of just took out the things I think I will need and show you guys this way. So this kind of looks ugly, but this is what we're going to do. So first of all, I stan lots of different groups. I stan boy groups and girl groups. I also stan solo artists. I stan, I think, a kind of a variety of types of groups. Like, I stan some older groups. I stan some, like, newer groups, like rookies and such. I stan different kinds of concept groups. Like, I stan cutesy groups, but I also stan, like, more serious type groups. So I think my variety is pretty big. Maybe not as big as some others. But, so, starting off, I have three top groups. I have one alt group and then two kind of, like, second tier groups, I would call them. So my alt group, in case you couldn't figure it out, is 17, and I am an OT13 collector for 17's Korean albums. I actually, this kind of sucks of me, but I'm not even sure if they have more than one Japanese release. We Make You, which I do plan on buying that, but I don't plan on collecting anything from it. I just plan on buying it because I do enjoy the album and the music. So for 17, I collect all members, all album photo cards, and like bookmarks, postcards, those kinds of things. Some of them I don't collect. I collect every member's photo cards, but for albums where there's like extra postcards or things like that, I only collect my biases. Now I have 17 biases. It might be 3. I might be switching a bias. I don't really know at this point. But, so my alt bias is Soonyoung or Hoshi, and then Chan, and right now it's like, it was Shua, and now it might be Wonu. I might be kind of falling out of the Shua bias. I'm not really sure. I feel really bad about it, like changing my bias. But I feel like Wanu's just kind of come up and like Jisoo's kind of gone down. That kind of sucks, but I'm lucky because there's not anything for 17 that I collect only my biases, so it's okay if I change them. Then my second tier groups, I have 2. That is BTS and NCT127. So for BTS, I collect all of their Korean albums and all member GOT7 Korean release photo cards. I do not collect any of their Japanese music or photo cards. I also don't collect any of their like summer packages, things like that. I don't collect any of that for any groups. I just don't really, I don't know, I don't really have interest in it. I do have interest in like some things, like for BTS there is one exception, the Wings Tour in Seoul DVD. I would like that just to have it, but I don't know if I'll actually collect anything that comes in it. Same with 17, I'm looking to purchase their, what are they called, carrot boxes or those kinds of things. Same with BTS and NCT127, like those kinds of things. I'm not collecting, but if I buy them, it's just to have them because I genuinely enjoy it, but I'm not trying to collect any of that extra stuff. I just like to focus on Korean albums for all these groups. And then I have like third tier groups is what I call them. So my third tier groups are Pentagon, Astro, My Teen, and then there are other groups after that. So there's Red Velvet, there is Holland, there's Samuel, there is, what am I missing? GOT7, and I think that's it. So I don't stand too many groups. And there are some groups that I'm trying to get into that I haven't mentioned, like Winner I'm trying to get into, Blackpink I'm trying to get into, Day 6, Stray Kids, SF9, and Golden Child. So like there's 6 groups that I'm trying to get into, but I'm not like collecting any of their stuff just yet. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to move on to how I collect my photo cards first. So I showed this in my first photo card collection video. It's just where I keep track of all my collections. This is not updated, by the way. There are some things I need to add. After this month, there were some releases and some more groups that I added to my stan list, so this is not everything. And I also have a similar one for a specific set of things I'm collecting, and I'll show that later. But this is just how I keep organized, so I have a master list of all the collections that I have, just because sometimes I forget what I'm collecting, and I don't know, I just also forget, like, what I'm prioritizing, so there's that. And then this is a list of things I plan on collecting soon and need to, like, buy pockets for and make little slips for, but I will show that a little bit later. And then we have what I've already planned out to collect. So what I do in my photo card binder is I take a sticky note and I fold it in half so it sticks to itself, and then I make this little card. So I write missing because I am missing the card. I write the member, I write what album it's from, and if there's anything specific, like for Present You, there are like normal photo cards, but this is just so I know this is to collect the clear pre-order photo cards. And once I've ordered the card, I will flip it over and I will write coming, like it's on the way. So it'll just say the same exact thing, only it's in blue, so it kind of catches my eye, so I remember that I've already ordered it. And I write coming, so it's on the way. And again, I just write the member, what it's from, any specifics to, like, you know, differentiate between different things that I'm collecting. And then once it arrives, I obviously just take this out. I like to reuse these, so I just, like, cover it in white out and rewrite something else for a different collection. So yeah, so that's what all of these are. So these are just different collections. The colored sticky notes mean nothing. It was just, I ran out of white sticky notes, so I was like using up these old colored sticky notes I got from school. So those don't mean anything specific. It's just because I ran out of white sticky notes and I just had to use what I had. Like this set, this is just all different kinds of colors because I ran out of things. So I guess we can get into what I plan on collecting soon. So like I said, let's start with 17. I've already started my 17 collection. I'm not going to show you my binder, but I have started collecting You Make My Day, all versions, all members. I've started collecting Director's Cut lenticulars, and this right here is set up to collect Director's Cut business cards. So that's what these all say, missing the member, Director's Cut, and the business card. So that's what all of these are. I already have Chan's, so it just ends at Hansel. Then next for 17, I'm collecting all members, all versions for Teenage. For going 17, I am starting off with the unit cards. So I think I have those made somewhere. They might be mixed in here. So this, I have made slips for all of the going 17 cards, but I'm just starting with the unit cards. I don't really know where those are. They're probably in here somewhere, but if you can see those, it just says missing the members, going 17, and then like the version of the album. So there was the Make a Wish, Make It Happen, and Make the 17 versions. So these either say right here, Wish, Happen, or 17 for those versions. And then Auntie Nice repackage. I am starting with the Polaroids, so I have started that collection. And then for, let's see, AL1, I haven't bought those albums, so I haven't started that collection. Love and Letter, I haven't bought those albums, so I haven't started that collection either. 17 Carat, I haven't bought that, so I haven't started that collection. And then Boys B, I have my Pools. I have that album, and I just have my Pools, but I haven't started that collection either. I, like I said, plan on collecting everything for 17's Korean albums, but I just have some priorities. I usually prioritize, like, what I have, like, the albums I have, so, like, I don't have Love and Letter or AL1, so I haven't prioritized those photo cards, if that makes sense. So, yes. So that is that for 17, I think. I don't collect, well, so I do plan on buying We Make You, which is their Japanese album. I plan on buying all 3 versions, but I don't plan on collecting anything that comes with it. I don't even know if anything comes with it, but if it does, I'm not going to collect it. I'm just going to keep what I pull. I might even sell what I pull if there is anything to sell. And I think the only thing that I was thinking about collecting is the 3rd Gen Carat Kit photo cards, because those are really cute. So I might collect those because there's only one of each member. There's only 13 cards, so I might collect that. I'm not sure. I didn't make cards for it because I still haven't made up my mind about it, because I do have a lot of groups that I collect, and 17 alone has a lot of cards to collect. Like, Teenage is a really big collection. You Make My Day is a huge collection. Going 17 is a really big collection. So I'm not sure about that yet. because my main focus is Korean albums. I think that's it for 17. So moving on to BTS, I don't have many of their albums. I have 2 Love Yourself Her albums, 2 Tear versions, 2 Love Yourself Tear albums, and 2 Love Yourself Answer albums, and then 1 Wings album. And that's as far as albums go, so the only photo cards I've been collecting are from those. But I do plan on ordering You Never Walk Alone soon, so that's why I've made cards for You Never Walk Alone. In my photo card binder, I already have slips for the entire Love Yourself series and the Wings Polaroids. I've started all those collections, and I'm like making progress in them, but again, I didn't want to show you yet. So, and then the only thing for BTS that I've decided for sure that I'm collecting outside of their albums is the Army Bomb photo cards, which I have all of them already. So I have all their Army Bomb photo cards, which is in my binder, and then the Wings Tour in Seoul clear cards, because I am a sucker for clear cards. Any clear cards I want to collect. So BTS has them for Wings Tour in Seoul, and I thought that was perfect because I want to buy the Wings Tour in Seoul DVD. So I just thought, why not go ahead and collect those? Although they are pretty expensive, I do plan on collecting them at some point. Then moving on to NCT 127. So I have purchased all of their albums at this point, except Limitless. I only have 1 version. I think there's 3 versions, but I only have 1 version. But I have their first, I don't know if it's called just like NCT 127 or number 127, I don't know, but that. Then I have Limitless, I have Cherry Bomb, and Irregular. So I plan on collecting all of the cards from those albums. So, except Limitless, obviously, because there's not photo cards for that. But I have started my Cherry Bomb collection. I have my pool, and then I've started to add to it. So I've shown that in my photo card collection already. And then I made slips for Irregular. So those are these bright colored ones that I used up. So they just say, again, missing the member, Irregular, and then which version, so the regular or the irregular version. Actually haven't received them. I've purchased them, so I don't know what I've pulled yet. But I've purchased both versions. I just don't know what I've gotten. So then moving on. So from here on out is groups that are not my alts. So there are different rules for what I collect for them. So next is Pentagon, and I am only an OT collector for 2 albums. So for Positive, which is the album that got me into Pentagon, and the album that was the newest when I got into them, for Positive, I collect all members, both versions of the photo cards. So that's 20 photo cards. They each have 2. So I collect all of those. I've started on that collection. And then for their most recent comeback, they are OT 8. Well, not OT, but they are 8 members. So I collect all 8 of those photo cards. I believe there's only 1 photo card per member, because there's only 1 version. And I haven't gotten that album yet because I bought a signed version through M-Wave. So once that comes, I will buy like a regular version from like Amazon or something. So I will have 2 albums and 2 photo cards. But for now, I don't have anything. So that's what I plan to collect all the photo cards for Pentagon. And then anything before that, I plan to collect my top 3 biases. So my Pentagon bias is Jino, but then my second 2 biases are Shinwon and Hui. So I plan to collect just those 3 for all the albums before, because they're not one of my top 3 groups, and they're not like a major priority. Although I do plan on collecting all their Korean albums, I don't plan on collecting all members for those albums. So then, moving on, after Pentagon, we have Astro, and for Astro, my first comeback with Astro was Rise Up. I don't really know what the most recent album was when I first got into them, so the only thing I'm collecting all all photo cards for is for Rise Up. So there is a total of 24 photo cards. There's 2 versions. There's like a regular photo card and a Polaroid, and then there's 2 versions of that. So there's 6 members, so 6 times 4 is 24, so there's only 24 things to collect for that whole album. But there is also 1 clear, big postcard for each member, and like I said, I'm a sucker for clear postcards, so I plan on getting all 6 of those. So that's a total of 3 things for Rise Up. But anything before that, like any albums before that, I only plan on collecting Moonbin, who's my bias. So yes, that's all for Astro. Then after that is a rookie group, My Teen. They only have 2 albums, and I plan on getting both of those albums, and I actually plan on collecting everything from both of those albums, because the first two songs I heard from them was one from their first album, one from their second, and I really like them, and there's only 6 members, so, and they only have 2 albums, and they haven't come back yet, and I don't know if they will come back soon, so I just thought, why not go ahead? There's only like a total of 18 photo cards, like, that's all they have, so I'm just going to collect all of those, but going forward, I'll probably only collect my bias, which is Chunjin or Sangjin, so I might, going forward, only collect Sangjin. So after that, my group is GOT7, so GOT7, GOT7 is difficult because they're a really good group, and they're not one of my top groups at all, but I am a sucker for them. So Present You is my first comeback with GOT7, so I plan on getting at least one normal photo card of each member, because there's like, what, 10 versions per each member, and I can't do that for a group that's not an alt. But I do plan on collecting all the bookmarks and clear cards from the pre-order gifts for every member, and then getting at least one photo card for each member, and then anything before that and after that, I plan on only collecting Jinyoung, Yugyeom, and Bam, because those are my biases, so I only plan on collecting those 3. Jinyoung's like my alt bias, so if it gets to be too crazy, then I'll probably only collect Jinyoung, but I would really like to collect 3 members because I can't really, I don't know, I'd feel bad abandoning Yugyeom and Bam, so, but yeah, so that is who I collect, what I collect from them, and kind of why I collect them, and how I collect them. Once I do an updated photo card collection at the end of this month, I'll probably show you more of like where I'm at and like what else I plan on collecting, and I'm sure by the end of this month we'll have more things to look forward to. Maybe some comebacks have been announced, or season greetings and that kind of thing. I don't really want to collect a bunch of seasons greeting things, but like for my top 3 groups, if there's any seasons greetings, then I probably will collect them, or at least just get them. So yeah, oh, I forgot to mention, so for Red Velvet, my bias is Sugi. The comeback with them that I had was Summer Magic, and so they did member versions, like member albums for that, so I got Sugi's version, and I got one of her photo cards, I got her regular photo card, and then I traded, I got, whose did I get? I think I got, I don't remember actually. It might have been Joy's, I think it was Joy's. I really don't remember. I think it was Joy's clear card, and I traded it for Sugi's. So I have Sugi's whole set for Summer Magic, and I plan on only collecting Sugi for Red Velvet. That's kind of not something I want to do, just collect one member. But with like newer groups that I'm starting to get into, I only want to collect one member just to start off. So like Sugi, I plan to collect for Red Velvet. I plan to collect Seunghoon from Winner only for that. For Blackpink, I plan on only collecting Lisa, but I haven't started those collections yet, so I kind of forgot about those because I haven't started them yet, and I probably won't for a couple more months, but those are my plans for those groups until I get more into them. But yes, okay, I finally think that's everything. But yeah, so like I was saying, after I update my photo card collection, I can give a more in-depth about this, and like, just show more of what I'm doing with my collections and like where I'm at. But yeah, so just again, this is me planning what I want to collect. So like, you make my day lenticulars, only set the sun, plan on collecting those. That is what this is. So I already have Seungkwan's, and I actually just today initiated a trade for Jonghan for my follow S-Coops lenticular. They agreed to cross trade with me, so they're giving me Jonghan Set the Sun for S-Coops follow. So I'll mail that out tomorrow. So I'll have Jonghan's. I used to have Minghao's, that's the one I pulled, but then I traded it for a Woozi meat version for my sister because she is Woozi bias and she collects everything Woozi. So there is that. And I need to update this. So in my next photo card video, that'll definitely be updated. You'll actually get to see these in like pockets and all sorted, and I can show you what my binder actually looks like. I just took everything out to show you because I didn't want you to see any of my photo cards. I kind of want to save all that. So yes, that is the end of this video. Let me know if you guys like this and if this was helpful for you. I know these types of videos are helpful for me, and there's not many on YouTube, so I thought maybe putting one out there would kind of encourage people to start making them. I think it's really helpful to see what people are doing and like how they're doing it, because sometimes I get confused and I'm just like, is this like the smart way to go about this? So yeah, I think that's all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! 안녕!
너는 내 삶에 다시 뜬 햇빛 어린 시절 내 꿈들의 재림 모르겠어 이 감정이